What's up, everybody, and welcome back to I'm in my bedroom today. I'm Joseph Fincham, you're you, and today I'm going to start a little bit of a side project, a bit of a passion project I've been working on, thinking about doing for a while now. And that project is this closet and these doors. For a while now I've been thinking it's time to redo it. I used to have a big mirror on one and a poster on the other, and you can see there's some discoloration here. So today I'm going to start the process of preparing the surface. I'm going to sand it down. That'll be the first step. We'll do that in time lapse, so don't you worry. But it needs to be finished before it can be gessoed. So I'm going to start off by sanding it. I'm going to use an 80 grit sandpaper to start with. I'm going to use a 120 and then a 220. That'll finish it off. Then I'll gesso it, and then I'll hand sand the gesso with a 400. That should be about where I want it, the smoothness that I'm going to need for the project I'm doing. So let's get into it. I'm going to turn the AC on and start sanding. If you're wondering why I'm kind of moving around in such an erratic way, it's because I'm using the glare from the blue light over here in order to see where the shine is on the door, and that's what I'm taking off, the shine mostly, and then I'll smooth it out with the other sandpaper. But yeah, this is taking a while, so let's now you might be wondering, how am I controlling the dust in here? To answer that question, I'm not. I'm pretty much just going to have to deal with it later. Never even crossed my mind there was going to be dust everywhere. I knew I was going to have to vacuum, but yo, this dust is getting on everything. Well, let's get back to it. Zip-a-blam! Booyah, there we go. And both of them are done. Booyah is not something I normally say, but I was watching Teen Titans earlier, so anyway. Both of the panels are now sanded with the 80 grit. I'm going to do the 120 grit and then the 220 grit. I may just switch straight to the 220 grit. I'm still thinking about that. It feels okay right now, but I want it smoother. So here we go. Well, sanding is done. 120 and then 220. Surface is prepped. It's going to need a little cleanup. Dust is everywhere. You can kind of see it in the air. It's on my glasses. See if we can do this. Alright, so yeah, Swiffer is getting a workout tonight. Not a sponsor, but Swiffer, hey, hit me up. I got some footage, or I will have some footage. Let's do this, Swiffer. Anyway, I'm gonna get cleaned up, and then I'll probably be done with it for today. Come back tomorrow, throw some gesso on it. I'll also be working on the project tonight, and we'll see what comes out of it. Look at that dust. Ooh. I'm going to need to blow that off. Don't let anyone tell you Swiffers don't work. Swiffer, hit me up. How dusty did my room get? That dusty. Day 2. Let's get some gesso on this thing. I did something a little different. I went out to the thrift store and I bought myself a little hand blender type thing. And that's because I have this big can of gesso over here, and I used to always mix that stuff by hand, and it's a pain in the butt. So today we're going to try some electronic mixing, and hopefully that'll help get it done faster. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the emulsifier tip didn't work, so I'm going to switch to a whisk tip and see if that does any better. Let's go. This is why you don't buy things at thrift stores. Third time's the charm, right? I have a cake beater, or a batter beater, whatever you want, a mixer thing, and a screwdriver, and a electric drill. I'm getting a little frazzled. Let's try this again. Now that worked. I'll be back in a second. Okay, now that I got the paint mixed, I'm going to put some gesso on these doors, and hopefully all's going to go well. Let's go. Probably should have used a screen because this stuff, it's got some chunks in it. It's probably getting a little past its expiration date, if gesso has an expiration date. It's getting old. It'll do the trick. I'm going to have to do a couple of coats, and I'm definitely going to have to do a lot more sanding. So let's get back to it. undone, and I'm sweating my butt off. Well, the third coat is done, so the only thing left is the sand. That's going to take some time and probably a few days. I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Day 3. Today, I'm going to be trying to knock down those bumps that were caused by the little chunks that were in the gesso, and hopefully I can do that without tearing into the gesso that's around it and making it too thin, because then I'm going to have to go over it all over again. I have 3 coats on it that should be thick enough to allow me some decent sanding and getting it smooth, so let's get into it. Sanding my gesso 'cause I want it to be smooth. I've gotta get it to the level I wanna use. Sanding my gesso 'cause I want it to be smooth. I'm gonna knock it down 'cause I really don't want the tooth. Sanding my gesso 'cause I want it to be fine. I want a baby's but don't want it to be like mine. Sanding my gesso 'cause I want it to be fine. I'm gonna end this song for I'm not very good at rhyme. Okay, that's one door done, but I need to go and get an extension cord, because right now I can't reach the other door. So I'll do that, I'll finish sanding, and I'll come back and let you know what's going on. Yeah, see ya. Okay, so all of the sanding is done. I didn't want to bore you guys with all of that hand sanding, so I just skipped recording that. This is what we got. It's done. Let me go this side. So, sanding is done, prep is done. Next time, we start painting. I'll see you then.